Gets me through my morning every day. Every morning.
Ladies and gentlemen, Adelaide's Jodie and Hayesy on Nova.
I've thought about what it would be like to be super, super, super rich.
Yes, I'm human. I think everyone at some stage, probably quite regularly, has thought about what that would be like, particularly off the back of Succession. You're like, what would that be like to live where you can just fly wherever you want in a big personal jet?
Yeah, it'd be nice, wouldn't it? I just want a yacht.
Yeah, to do what?
Oh, just go on
To
holidays.
do what in the yacht?
To like live on and just go on holidays? How good.
I reckon a situation like you get in there and you're like, well, now what?
What do I do?
Now what do I do on the yacht?
Well, I know what I'll do. I'll get some famous friends to come on board with me. Neymar is a soccer player, one of the most famous in the world. He has been courted by the Saudi Arabian government and flown to his new country in his own Boeing 747.
It just makes sense, doesn't it? And like we've been saying for so long, Al Hilal is building beautifully.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
Haven't they just hit the jackpot when it's come to recruiting?
Jodes, I believe you've been busy with your little pen, speaking to important people.
My little poison pen.
Yeah.
I might have written a letter to the International Battle of the Bangers Committee. There was a very concerning turn of events that led up to one of the Battle of the Bangers in the last week or so, and it needed to be addressed.
Wow.
And if there's
or Karen hat on.
if there's one person to address it, it's Karen over here.
Okay.
She's more than happy to do it.
Right now, we're going to take a bit of a change in direction.
Well, yeah, there was a really interesting episode of Four Corners this week whereby Bob Murphy, who from all accounts is one of the greatest blokes of all time, like a really good bloke who played for the Western Bulldogs. He played with a guy called Jason Ackermanis. Jason, controversial to say the least. And you might remember back in 2010, he wrote an article that was titled, "If You're Gay, Stay in the Closet." And so obviously the rest of his teammates were pretty triggered and disgusted by it. So Bob Murphy went on Four Corners this week and he had this to say. Take a listen.
You will be fought for. You'll be supported. And if there was a dissenting voice, they will be told to shut the up or get out. I would think that a player to stand up in front of his teammates and say, I'm gay and I'm one of you and I want you to accept me, that would be like a superpower for your football team and your football club. Please, I want a gay footballer in my football club so we can get up and wrap our arms around him and say, you're one of us, we love you, you're brave, you're braver than anyone in this league, so that makes us braver than everyone else. And that will help us win. And then we might get change.
Well done to Bob Murphy.
That's pretty powerful stuff, isn't it?
Really powerful. And also, it seems amazing that this is still a huge issue in 2023.
It seems unbelievable. We've obviously had the first gay soccer player come out right here at Adelaide United in Josh Cavallo. We've had Isaac Humphries also who plays for the Adelaide 36ers. He came out as well. These guys were brave. They were pioneers. It was unbelievable stuff. I just wonder, because the law of averages says that there has to be gay players in the AFL. How long will it take before one of them comes out?
Jeez. You'd love to know what exactly the feeling is like inside an AFL club right now.
Yeah.
Because I think we can all safely agree that maybe 20 years ago, maybe 30 years ago, absolutely, it would be what would be considered an unsafe space. So even at Central District's footy club, and the vast majority of blokes I played with, just really lovely, beautiful people. And I've since known at least a couple of guys who are gay, and were obviously gay back then, but didn't want to come out for whatever reason.
Yeah, I think once that stone's cast, you're always going to be gay.
Contrary to what some idiots think, not quite a choice that you think it is.
Why would you choose that for yourself in the face of all that opposition that you would have years and years ago? So,
and I just wonder what the environment was like, and if myself or any teammates made it uncomfortable for whatever way. And it's ignorance. It's just, it's ridiculous behaviour, but I just wondered if it was an environment where you couldn't 100% be yourself. That saddens me. What do you like to think your reaction would have been if someone at your club came out? Do you know what? This is going to sound a little bit backward. I came from Sydney. So Sydney, and I lived in the eastern suburbs at one stage, and we used to go out a lot in some of these areas as well. And we used to go to a lot of these clubs. Some of the clubs we used to go to were genuine gay bars. Yeah. And not because we were swinging that way, but just because it was
Sydney.
my point being, when I got to South Australia, it was very normalised.
Yeah.
So I can confidently say that I wouldn't have had an issue whatsoever.
Yeah, that's good. And we've come off the back of the World Cup too, where there's been a lot of women who've been in the spotlight. They're all gay, and it's like blah blah. Who cares?
Yeah.
You know what? And AFLW, it's the same. There are so many gay players in the AFLW. No one blinks an eyelid. So you just wonder who's going to be that brave soul to just break the mould, I guess, in the AFL and just come out and say, well, I am what I am.
Yeah.
So here it is. And I think you would have others that would follow. I think once that pioneer comes out, you would have other people putting their hands up and going, me too.
Absolutely. And Josh Cavallo is such a beautiful example.
Yeah.
And look at the feedback.
Yeah.
And look what's happened with Josh. And from everything that Josh has put out on social media and publicly, 100% embraced.
Yeah.
As has been expected.
Yeah.
Unbelievable that it's still an ongoing issue.
I look forward to it, don't you?
Yeah.
I look forward to someone smashing that ceiling and going, you know what, screw it. Who cares anymore?
Yeah.
I don't.
I didn't go to that many gay clubs too.
Well, Hayesy, you could go to the gym or do the shopping or go to work.
But what if you went in a beachier direction?
You're only a what if away from a holiday with the What If app.
Book accommodation, flights, packages and more.
What if it's Aussie for travel?
I'll tell you what, Jodes, Al Halal, they're recruiting well at the minute.
Probably got the biggest soccer name on the planet. His name is Neymar Jr. And he was playing at Paris Saint-Germain and he got transferred to the Saudi Pro League, Al Hilal. Guess how he got there?
Probably via Jetstar.
On a private Boeing 747 jet. But the thing about this jet is it's been gutted of the 400 or whatever seats that were on board to transfer all these people. And it has been replaced with just some extraordinary stuff.
Just in case Neymar wanted to play tennis while he was travelling.
Well, exactly right. It's got executive lounges, conference rooms, dining halls, royal lounges, private offices and cosy bedrooms. What about that, if you don't mind?
Far out. And how incredibly unnecessary.
I know.
Just get there, mate.
And people are like super triggered. So people are like posting stuff saying, here's me having my Coke no sugar with a soggy paper straw trying to save the planet. And Neymar, not really interested in offsetting the carbon. But it is true, though. Like, people, just seems completely extreme. The 747 jet is worth $500 million. He's getting paid $100 million just to go and play a season over there.
Yes. Do you know what else as well? Every time that Neymar posts something about Saudi Arabia, $500,000.
Per post.
As a little promotional.
Yeah.
That'll get me on social media.
Yeah. So he's put one up already. There was one of him arriving on said jet and he's just outside the plane with the Al Halal scarf around his neck. Oh, ka-ching, $500,000 if you don't mind.
It's not bad, is it?
Yeah, it's not bad at all.
Good money if you can get it.
Got us thinking in here, what's the fanciest transportation you've ever been on?
Yeah. So I did a V8 hot lap.
Who with? Who was your driver?
It was Anton Di Pasquale.
Oh.
Yeah, and I reckon it was about 3 or 4 hot laps in. I'm not sure that he was totally invested in the situation.
Yeah, right.
And he was probably going at about 75%, but that's one of the scariest things I've ever done in my life.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm not a fancy car person.
Well, this isn't the fanciest thing I've ever been in, but I went in a rally car once and did a lap.
Oh, yeah. That feels dangerous.
And the guy said to me, if you get terrified, you just need to tap me on the shoulder, like if it becomes too much, because he'd just come from Brisbane where he'd taken a journalist on a lap and she was really quiet. So he said, are you all right? And she didn't say anything. So he's looked to his left and she had blood coming down the side of her mouth.
She was a vampire.
She'd bitten through her tongue. She was that scared. Anyway, how's this
Neymar's fault?
That's not the fanciest thing, but I have been, being a good Gold Coast girl, I've been on the aqueduct, which is like the land to sea kind of, big quacking duck bill thing, you know?
Right. So, we were having a conversation off air and producer said the Popeye was the fancy thing that she found.
Popeye?
Good old Popeye.
Hadn't you been on something else, though, to see a movie, didn't you say?
For my best friend's 16th birthday, we got a pink Hummer stretch limo to the Kath and Kim premiere.
Yes, queen.
Well, la-dee-da.
It was nice. It was different. It was unusual.
Well, Andrew, this is the email that I never wanted to write, but here we are nonetheless.
I'm intrigued.
To the International Battle of the Bangers Committee.
Oh, here we go. Here we go.
Which is
This day was coming.
Which is based in Geneva, Switzerland, where all good committees live. We all know that. I'm writing with some startling and disturbing allegations of corruption akin to the FIFA World Cup management. The evidence I'm about to present is akin to the Royal Spanish Football Federation president pashing a member of the victorious team on the lips against her will and without consent. In this case, Andrew Hayes is the Royal Spanish Football President, and I am Jennifer Hermoso.
I don't know that he pashed, did he?
It was a kiss.
It was a bash.
This information has come to light from a whistleblower who shall remain completely anonymous, a.k.a. Anonymous Cameraman Josh, a.k.a. Beard from Ted Lasso.
Is it Josh?
Several weeks ago, I've been informed I Believe in a Thing Called Love by the Darkness was the Spanish football president's song of choice. Am I right? Anyway, don't answer. This is an email. Imagine my horror to learn this went all the way to the top and was then overruled by the highest official of the land in Nova, also the corrupt head of FIFA. And Labyrinth, the replacement song, went on to beat Higher by Creed. My anonymous source, Beard, told me this is not the first time this high-level coercive cheating has occurred. I hereby demand the highest official in the Nova land be stood down and Higher by Creed be officially declared the winner, bringing the score back to 8-7 in my favour. Do not be the AFL on this occasion and watch a clear Adelaide Crows goal be called a point and allow this abhorrent travesty of justice to stand. Kind regards, Jodies. Do you have anything to say? Anyone in this room? Anyone at all?
Well, boss man Josh is in here as well.
Oh, so we've just thrown him under the bus.
Well, Josh, do you want to say anything?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
I'm going to tell you more.
Hang on.
Go on this one.
I have no idea what you're
Really?
talking about. No,
That's
absolutely
interesting.
not.
That's really interesting.
Okay, can I just press this? This is an awful song.
No.
Oh my god.
No. It is a great song.
Truly awful song.
It is a great song that I submitted. And then there was a separate discussion, I believe, in this room, what can beat Jodie's song. So it was a team effort to put together another song to overcome mine.
Oh, that's just not how I recall it going down.
It's just a terrible song.
It's just a shocking song. Oh my god.
Wowie.
Okay, can I pen my own little letter?
Yep.
Dear committee in Geneva, I'm so sorry that Jodie's wasted your time. I love you guys. You do such good work.
I'm going to take this a step further. I'm going to stand down from Battle of the Bangers until that scoreboard is readjusted to accurately reflect what has gone on in this occasion.
Yeah,
and that has been a coercive effort to bring me down.
That ain't going to happen.
Behind
So
my back.
You want to stand down. As it stands, the score is 8-7,
No!
so I win.
It's 8-7. It's 8-7 in my favour. Wouldn't have thought, you pack of cheats.
Let's get ready to rumble. Round one. Ladies and gentlemen, Battle of the Bangers.
Well, it's already controversial after your rant. Just a ramble that... these guys just don't need to hear your complaints because you're losing Battle of the Bangers.
No, what it is you don't like being exposed for the systemic corruption that has gone on with Battle of the Bangers.
Systemic corruption in Battle of the Bangers. Who saw that coming?
Let's hope we can right a wrong this week.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So you go first, okay? You sell your song. What do you got and why?
Okay. Well, I mean, this song is light on for lyrics. I'm going to concede that.
Okay.
But the instrumental part of it is absolutely banging. I am talking Avicii, and I am talking a song called Levels, and I'd like you to play it, please.
Okay, here we go. Yeah, it's not bad. I don't mind this.
And the film clip alone should get me over the line this week because it is absolutely hilarious. Just a bloke walking into his office that looks like a set from The Office and just starts dancing away. It's so good.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Some good, solid, sort of end-of-week vibes right there, isn't
Yeah,
there?
it's not bad, is it?
All right, so I'm going to go and play a song from my favourite English virtual band. Yeah, that's right. The Gorillas. Bit of feel good.
Okay.
Yeah. Now we've got your attention.
Not bad.
So basically 2 songs with minimal lyrics.
Yes.
But really catchy.
In fact, I've just Googled the lyrics for levels and it goes like this. This is it. You ready? Oh, sometimes I get a good feeling, yeah. And a feeling that I never had before. No, I get a good feeling. And it's just that repeated twice. And that's it.
Thanks for singing the lyrics to your song with my song as a backing
You're
track.
welcome. That's
very confusing.
It's one of your tactics.
Yeah.
And
I know, you've taken over. You learnt from me. Well done.
And also, did you put in your crappy song this week and everyone went, that's not going to win, here, do this? Is that what
We have
happened?
no idea what's going on. So you have to wait for a response from the International Committee, who, I've got to say, have got such better things to do than worry about your little whinges.
But yet, respond they will, I've got no doubt in time.
You reckon you reckon they're going to respond?
Yep.
They're very busy.
Yeah, no, they have a moral obligation.
All right. 2 choices for Battle of the Bangers. You've got Levels by Avicii or Feel Good Inc. from the Gorillaz. Jump on board. Jody and Hayesy, cast your vote. Winning song revealed 8 a.m. tomorrow.
The biggest breaking story this town has ever seen. This is huge. I just got valuable info.
This is so juicy.
Jodies Juice.
It's a scary one to start off with. Drew Barrymore was whisked off stage during a recent interview with singer and actress Renee Rapp as an alleged stalker rushed up to the stage demanding to talk to her. So this is the deal. She was sitting there chatting with Renee, and then the man who's said to be Chad Michael Bustow said something to get Drew's attention, and her positive reaction to seeing him quickly turned sour. As he walked up to the stage, he said, "You know who I am. I need to see you at some point." And security just quickly stops him at the stage, and Renee swoops in to walk Drew off stage. This was the moment.
Tell people. Oh my God! Say yes. Hi.
I'm Chad Michael Bustow. You know who I am. I need to see you at some point while I'm here in New York City. Okay?
Well, I have a new definition of your sexiness. It's that level of protectiveness that went full bodyguard. You are my Kevin Costner.
I'll be that.
Gosh, Chad Michael just coming on a little bit too strong.
That is scary stuff, isn't it?
Yeah, for a minute there I thought it was Chad Michael Murray, and I thought, no, he's much more placid.
Oh, who's that?
Yeah, he's an actor, isn't he?
Oh, I don't know, mate. You're telling the story.
It's true, I am telling the
Chad
story.
Michael Murray. Yeah,
If you know what I'm talking about. 13:24.
No, please don't bother. What about this one? Julia Morris has debuted her incredible transformation after having a cosmetic procedure. So she's popped up on the Instagram page of a renowned Melbourne plastic surgeon. His name is Dr. Andrew Greensmith, and he shared before and after photos of her. And of course, she's scowling in the first one because you're never happy in your before photo, are you?
Of course.
Yeah. And he wrote, this lady was happy to share her journey. A really challenging heavy brow was the major contributor to the upper eyelid appearance. Do you know what you don't need? Is a plastic surgeon saying, "Oh, I'm going to do this procedure, but gosh, it's challenging."
Yeah, geez, I'll tell you what,
She's
I've had some big jobs before. This might have been the biggest. No, that's not painting a very lovely picture,
No,
thank you, sir.
it's not. But Julia was happy to share it, and she also wrote in the comments section, "Best decision I ever made." So,
What, Dr. Chris Brown was busy?
Oh.
They're very tight, aren't they?
yeah, but he's a vet, so he can't perform plastic surgery.
No, but they're all doctors. They all do the same thing, don't they?
Do they?
Dr. Chris Brown, Dr. Dre. They're all linked.
Oh my gosh, I cannot believe this next story. So, a Perth rock band has snubbed pop superstars Coldplay ahead of their Aussie tour in November. So this is what's happened. Chris Martin and the band have launched a competition to find a local act to open for them over their 2-night stint. So the winners performing in front of probably 120,000 people over both nights, and you get $15,000 cash from the WA government's Contemporary Music Fund. All upticks. So fans of the local outfit, the Southern River Band, tagged the group in Coldplay's post, wanting them to take advantage of the opportunity. And this is what these guys, who apparently think they're far too cool, had to say.
How you going? Kelly from the Southern River Band. We've been getting tagged in this a whole bunch today. Really appreciate you putting us forward, but I'm pretty busy at the minute, eh? Don't know if we're going to be able to do it. If it was like AC/DC or like Foo Fighters or something like that, yep, both probably be able to make that work. But at the minute, for Coldplay, no, we're good. We're good, thanks.
He's taking the piss, isn't he?
Okay, mate.
Is he taking, he's just having a bit of fun?
No, surely not. Surely not. It sounded far too serious in that. Coldplay have played half-time at the Super Bowl. Coldplay have played Wembley. What have the Southern River Band done, mate?
Oh, well, don't jump on board Coldplay because you're a sellout, man.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Come see us play at the Frio pub on a Saturday night. We're far too busy.
Oh, don't play your music on Nova, man. Just keep it on Triple J. Yeah. How annoying's money? Money just makes things complicated.
Yeah, when you've got your integrity, man.
I'd rather be a poor musician who can't get anywhere, man.
Yeah, that was actual recorded audio from his place on a Friday night.
You're listening to Triple J. And while we are talking about Post Malone...
Well, yeah. I mean, if I had $1 for every time you've said that. Well, we're talking about Posty. Go on then.
Always at the top of the conversation point. If you've seen him recently... The big fella, well, he's not so big anymore. He's in pretty good nick.
Has he lost some weight?
He's lost some weight. Oh. He's lost nearly 30 kilos. Big weight transformation.
What did he do? Just a health kick?
Your question is...
Did he take up Zumba?
What did he do? He took up Zumba.
Wow, how good.
He cut out one simple thing from his diet.
What was that?
Pepper Jack Shiraz. No, he cut out fizzy drinks.
Yeah, right.
He cut out soft drinks, or as they like to call it over in the States, soda.
Soda pop.
No more soda. So he obviously consumes a lot of sugary drinks per day, completely cut it out. Actually, he didn't even say that. He said he still has it occasionally, but pretty quickly lost 30 kilos.
So I'm curious as to how much he was actually having, because there are some people who have 2.5 litre bottles a day.
Yeah, that's
of
big,
that
isn't it?
Sugar stuff.
Yeah, see, I used to remember Chris and James Gowans?
Yeah.
From Central. They're probably the most famous sample players of all time. Everyone knows who they are.
Yeah.
They're builders and they would work really, really hard. And sometimes I'd work with them, but they'd still have these little guts on them. I'd always be like, how are you guys not ripped? Because they'd go to the club as well and just beat everyone at the runs. They were so magnificent.
Yeah.
Chicken and chips, 1.25 litre of Coke every day.
Oh, my God. Every single day.
I dare say, for the health purposes, they would have cut back, but
so I think
it's a lot of sugar.
If there's 9 tablespoons of sugar in a regular can of Coke, how much is there in 3-4 times that?
Oh, mountains.
Oh, God. You can tell neither one of us is good at maths. That's a lot of sugar.
0400 919 919. What couldn't she give up? I don't care. When it comes to having... So you've done dry August. You're in the midst of it.
Ish.
A few little hiccups every now and then. That's okay. We don't talk about that. People do dry July successfully. Will Goodings, Channel 7 5AA, he did dry July or whatever it was one time and just never turned back.
2 years ago.
It's been years.
I spoke to him about it and he said it's not for everyone and I'm not on a crusade, but I stopped and felt so much better.
Yeah.
That never started again.
Yeah, I know.
And he occasionally indulge in one of those, Asahis that you can buy from the OTR that are 0.05 or something like that. Well.
Yes, because he has anything for 2 years. He's like, oh, what are you looking at? Really going on.
Do you want some? I'll do it. We'll do it, mate.
Calm down, Will. Put your beer down. So a couple of beers on a Friday night, 2, max 3, not to get drunk, just to sort of relax and reflect on the week.
Yeah.
I'm not giving that up.
No.
Under any circumstance.
No, there's something about a reward on a Friday night, isn't
there?
Producer Zoe, is there something you won't give up?
Yeah, I've tried multiple times. Chocolate.
Right.
But I will have at least a square or a little bowl of chocolate every single day. I can't shake it. It's so bad. But even worse than that is I had to come to a point where I had to make myself stop using TikTok.
Oh, really?
I struggled to give up TikTok.
Little social media cleanse.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, because it's the endless scrolling,
Yeah.
But if I lost 30 kilos, I'd probably give up TikTok.
You know what I'm not giving up? Kmart. Under any circumstances. You can say or do what you like to me, but it is so cheap and you get so much bang for buck. I still can't go there without spending $7,800, but at the same time, it's so much fun.
So $7,800 means you're probably getting about 6,500 items.
Yes, exactly right. And the other thing is when you take your kids and you give them $15 each, and you're like, no, go. I don't want to see you. And off they go through Kmart on a little treasure hunt and you get some peace and quiet.
That's nice. I tell you what I can't give up as well, and I've tried so hard, but I just can't give it up. And that's Fresh Hits. Nova feeds my addiction. You count on that.
Wait a minute, Doc. Are you telling me that you built a time machine?
Hazy's on Miss Daisy.
Yeah, the Thursday edition of On This Daisy, where we take you on this beautiful little trip down memory lane. Oh, gorgeous. The sights, they're there to see. And the smells, oh my gosh, really, really open you up and take you to a place where you never thought you'd be.
So true, mate.
Yeah. Let's go back to 1853. The first potato chips were prepared by George Crumb in New York after a customer complained that his French fries were too thick.
Oh, okay.
Yes. What a beautiful thing that was born off the back of a complaint.
Hang on, wait. So you're saying the wedges came off the back of a potato? What?
No, the potato chips. So that was because the French fries were too thick. So he thinly sliced them out, and all of a sudden the chips were born. So there's some Karen out there who's actually accidentally responsible for the potato chip.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you went the other way. You went in wedge territory. You actually went in thinner potato chip territory.
Nah, thinned it out. 1994, Kathy Freeman became the first Indigenous woman to win an individual gold medal at the Com Games, winning the 400-metre run.
Poetska on the outside, but Kathy Freeman's got the medal one, I think. Yusuf is making a late dive at her. Keep going, Kathy. She's won gold for Australia.
And I'm just trying to think in terms of iconic sports people in this country. She's in the conversation for the greatest of all time. Like, you think everyone knows who Kathy Freeman is. Like, ridiculous.
And yet when you Google top sporting moments in this country, 9 out of the 10 are all men. Only one of them is a woman.
Wow.
And that's Kathy.
That was Kathy?
Yeah.
Okay. I reckon Matildas.
Good fact, wasn't it?
The Matildas and Sam Kerr's goal.
Yeah, well, true.
Might have to redo that little list, I
Might
reckon.
be in the conversation now.
2012, Lance Armstrong, US cyclist, was stripped of all competitive results dating back to 1998 and also issued a lifetime ban from any activity or competition.
UCI will ban Lance Armstrong from cycling, and UCI will strip him of his 7 Tour de France titles. Lance Armstrong has no place in cycling.
I had a Live Strong band.
Did you?
Yes.
And then did you discard it after this all came to light?
I had to. Gosh, it was so disappointing when we learnt about that.
What is it with you in that you need to have a bracelet on your wrist at all times?
I don't know, because I've got a horrible scar on my wrist and I don't want anyone to see.
That's not true.
That's not true. I like wearing jewellery.
Okay.
Yeah. That's why I have a nose ring.
Yeah.
That's why I have a patch.
Yeah.
And that's why I've got a beard.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm just pretending to be Blackbeard the pirate. That's not what's going on. Jump onto our Instagram page at Jodie and Hayesy and give us a bit of a vote. Feel Good Inc. by the Gorillas, or you've got Vici Levels.
That's just about it for this morning.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Hey, you have a lovely day.
Yeah, I will if you will, okay?
Okay, no.
Promise me that much.
Okay, you hang up first.
Yeah, just promise me you'll take care of yourself.
No.
For goodness sake.
No, you go. You hang up.
I'm definitely going to.